Good morning, everyone. I guess due to the fact that yesterday's evening's events, I happily say good morning. I'm glad that you came. I'm Benedikt from BitPanda. I'm going to talk about how we see the future of personal investing and why it is necessary to tear down barriers. Usually, in the beginning, I start a little bit with a questioning around, but due to the fact that we're so little people, oh my, come on, let's do it anyway. Wake everyone up a little. So, how many of you actually own already cryptocurrencies? We're at the crypto trading event, that's good. How of you have a bank account? Who of you have crypto and investment portfolio, like stocks or real estate? Oh, that's more than expected. Good guy. All right. So my point being here that usually millennials and the young generation, the next generation, the barriers of personal investing is way too high. So either they're in cryptocurrencies, but the barriers in like having investment portfolios, it's just too complicated to get there. But before I want to talk a bit more about this problem, let me introduce you to BitPanda really quick. I make it swift. So we were founded in 2014, 5 years ago, with the problem that our founders had to get their hands easily into cryptocurrencies. Back in the day, you had to send some money at some stranger's address. You've been there, an early investor. So they said, hey guys, we can do this better. Set the brains together, came up with a platform called BitPanda, retail broker. This was 5 years ago. They started a 3-person man operation. Now we're over 120 people based in Vienna, Austria, in the center of Europe, and are currently looking for even more people to expand further and further. So apparently we have a good product because we grew to 1 million users naturally. We didn't pay for any of those. It's not heavily advertised. To give you a nice example, due to regulatory reasons in Germany, we're not allowed to advert in Germany, but still the biggest part of our user base comes from Germany. So this is like a nice reference that our product can't be that bad. These 1 million users enabled us to become profitable actually quite soon after launch. Only took us a couple of years, and because of their support and because we tried to listen to them as much as possible, we're able to build into new products, diversify our product line, and build features that actually are interesting to young people mainly. This gave us the possibility to apply for a PSD2 payment provider's license for the next generation. And this is a license which we got from the Austrian Financial Market Authority. Because from the get-go, the founders went to the FMA, Financial Market Authority in Austria, and asked them, hey, this is our plan, this is our business, tell us which regulations we have to comply to. And they couldn't answer it because there is nothing out there. So they agreed upon that we're going to stick to the banking standard in KYC and AML for our product, for the platform, which gives us a very good connection to the FMA and also to the finance minister in Austria. So we have a direct connection there, and everything we do, we get them checked out from the FMA in Austria. So this license doesn't come from Malta. We didn't go to Estonia. We worked with the people at hand in Austria. So a little history lesson that I guess none of you really need. 2008, the financial crisis turned the way we see the industry, the financial industry, upside down. I remember, I'm not that old. I learned the value of money. I learned the value of the financial industry in that time. My parents told me, hey, banks are great. They do everything you need to do, that you need to know about finance. You can go to your bank advisor. He'll sort you out. This proved me wrong, especially in 2008. Everything turned upside down. I lost trust in the banks. I still don't trust banks very much. I mean, they're necessary, but I mean, they have to step up their game to not die out in extinction. Interestingly enough, the same time as the financial crisis happened, and many, many young people lost faith in the banking industry. Bitcoin arose. An alternative came up. I mean, back in the day, not many people knew about it, but it took up. Everyone, like cat caught up. And the interesting part is, investing today in 2019 feels exactly the same as investing in 2009. And I just want you to think about the technology that evolved from back in the day until today. This is a 10-year time span. Now we have self-driving cars. But the tech, if I want to wire a friend of mine some money on Friday at 10 p.m. because we went out for dinner and they want to split the bill, he has to wait until Monday, if he's lucky. Worst case, Tuesday, until the money arrives. And from a technical standpoint, it doesn't need to be that way. So the tech is here, but the banks apparently don't use it. I want to give you a little story on this from a personal experience, especially from a savings perspective. I recently got married. We're interested in getting kids sooner or later. And me being a typical man, typically I got like a racing heart, like, oh shit, I have to take care of a baby, I have to take care of a family, I need to sort out my finances long term. So I already worked at BitPanda at that stage, so I knew I had possibilities in the crypto direction. But I went to my bank advisor and asked him directly, hey, I want to set up an investment plan with amount X. Come up with a 1-year plan for me and tell me my profits that I can do. It took him 3 days to come back to me and offered me a solution with an interest rate in 1 year of 0.7%. This is like 4 weeks ago. I was like, okay, I put like a couple of, put money in Bitcoin. I made more in 1 day, well, more in 1 hour actually, than he offered me. And this is like the way he said, you have to have a minimum investment of X amount. You have to bind it for a year. You can't touch it. And you get 0.7%. And then I started thinking about it. Why is that? It's very easy. There's a huge misperception going on. Bank advisors are not your friends. They don't have your interest at heart. They're salesmen. They get commission. They need to hit KPIs. They're absolutely not interested in making you happy. They're interested to bring home some bonuses for themselves. So think about that next time you're at your bank. So, as I mentioned, Bitcoin arose kind of like the same time as the financial crisis came up. And it gave us information. I'm not saying that banks are bad. I'm just saying that they're too slow and that they will lose customers over the next couple of years because they're not innovative enough. So what have we actually learned from Bitcoin? There are 3 key points that the financial industry as of today is missing. And this is transferability of value, availability of value, and divisibility of value. Let me explain a little. So the financial industry is kind of like still fixed on the mindset of borders. Sending value from Austria to Tokyo takes time and it's a complicated process. We learned from Bitcoin and from the blockchain revolution it's currently undergoing. That's not a problem anymore. The tech is here. It's easy to do that. And banks need to adopt to this kind of thinking to make sure that they will survive over the next, let's say, 10 years. Next is availability. A bank, my house bank, spends more time closed in the week than they're actually open. If I have to do business with my bank, I need to take some time off of work. And that's just, I mean, yes, there's online banking and everything's going well in this direction, but there's no real innovation there. As I mentioned before, if I want to wire some funds on a weekend, that's not possible. And if you look specifically into investment habits, I have time to think about and sort out my investments on Friday evening, Saturday, Sunday, because I have time there. But the banks are closed. And then divisibility. If you look at stocks, for example, you can buy one stock. One Apple stock, I don't know the current rate. Does anyone know the current rate of one Apple stock? Roughly? 150, 200, I don't know. Let's say 200. Okay. So if I want to buy one stock, I have to have at least 200 euros in my pocket to invest. Why can't we make it smaller? We live in a world of tokenization. Everyone's talking about it. It's the new buzzword of 2019. So why don't we do that? Why can't banks offer that? The thing is, the financial industry is super secure and protected, has a very strong lobby, and sorry for saying this, but usually is ruled by rich old white dudes. It's just how it is. But the next generation are tech savvy. We all have little mini computers in our pockets. We do everything online. And the millennials and the next generation has an attention span of 7 seconds. If you lose them within 7 seconds, you just lost. I know we all have been in a situation where we had to log into somewhere or make an account somewhere. It was too complicated, so we skipped it. Yeah, you've been there. So there is a new challenge coming for banks, in the financial industry in general. So how do we see the future? In digitization, we can take every financial investment product out there and make it and digitize it, make it available. Let me explain what I mean with gold, because this is something that we implemented a couple of months ago. We take physical gold, buy it in huge amounts, store it securely in a safe, and make it available digital to our customers. So today, at our platform, you can buy physical gold for 5 euros. So you're not set to buy a gram, 10 grams, 50 grams, a kilogram. You can buy a euro amount, a fiat amount, whatever you want, or a crypto amount. The interesting part is that's not an STO, that's not a financial product, so the licensing is actually very easy on this, the regulation. It's just a display online on the value that you store in a vault. It's a great product. I really like it. It's very easy to use. And with a savings plan that we currently also offer, a student who has 20 euros left a month and says, okay, I don't want to put it in a savings account because I don't get any interest rate there, let's put it in gold. He can make monthly payments and invest in gold and save up. So you actually don't have to use crypto when you use our platform. This is the future, how we see it. So we already did precious metals and cryptocurrencies. The rest that you see up there, we have on our roadmap. We don't see any problem in doing the same with stocks, that you don't have to buy for 200 euros an Apple stock. You can buy for, I don't know, 5 euros an Apple stock. Same goes for real estate, ETFs, art in the broader sense. So investing should be as easy as ordering pizza. At this point, very shortly, remember we hold a payment provider's license. And what you heard now with all the future program and products that we're currently working on, just imagine you have it on your phone. You want to go to a shop or go to a bar and pay for your gin tonic with Apple stocks because they performed well. You just select it, the barkeeper scans a QR code, gets settled in fiat. From a technical standpoint, that's not a problem at all. So we have a lot of growing room and a big, bright future ahead, how we see the future of financial investment. All right, so I talked about digitization, I talked about the broker platform, but now I want to give you a little break of my voice and show you a video. Does this sound work? Wait, how do I get back? We good on the sound? All right, you know what? I guess I'm running a little late anyway. I can explain it. It's just a fancy ad that we produced. It's on the speakers. Okay.
So, you're not trying to buy groceries with shells or whale's teeth, obviously. People would think you're crazy. You're also not drifting from school to owning a house a year later. Who is your bank manager? Why invest like your parents? Money evolves. Bitcoin captured the hearts and minds of a new generation of investors. Those bold enough to embrace the new win the future. We've built our exchange to give you that edge, an advanced global trading platform for the digital generation, for those looking for the next big thing. BitPanda Global Exchange. Move before the rest. So,
I just realized it summarized everything that I've been talking about. So next time I'm just going to show you the ads. So what's currently happening with us is that we are launching our own exchange. We've been a broker platform. We collected 1 million customers on a European scale, and this is the next big thing that we're going to present to our customers. Our own exchange that we built in-house, highest security standard, global crypto to crypto and fiat to crypto, so we're going to go global with this. Anyone in the world can reach out and trade there. And with what I already mentioned before, we're working on getting real gold on there as well, stocks, ETFs. This is something for the future that will come. So this is basically in one slide what we're planning. We have the broker platform, which is up and running for 5 years. The global exchange will start more or less in a month, less than a month. And then with the payment license, we can combine all the benefits that you get from using these systems and make it portable and bring into real life value for everyone. And to celebrate this, and to celebrate our customers and to give something back, we are currently launching our own token called the BEST token, the BitPanda ecosystem token. We launched this 2 days ago for the public sale, and within 6 hours we hit over 50% is already sold. So apparently people really like what we are doing. Getting hands on this token will give you discounted fees on the products that we offer. This will give you access to future products, early access to a launchpad on the exchange, more and more benefits to celebrate the customer on our platform. And if you're interested, there is still a private sale going on where you get discounted price on the fees. And the thing is very nicely structured. And yeah, go check it out, I guess. I'm done for today. I hope I could show you a little bit how we see the future evolving and how we're trying to scare off some banks. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions, we have a stand right over there. You can come by. I'll be there. I'm happy to chat with everyone. Thank you.